got what you need, if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To the air goes Daniels. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Daniels looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Pollard. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Let's go now.
2nd and 9 now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Trap 60, trap 60, 65, 7, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Wait.
Now a give, right side. Potter. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field or creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now he's going to step up and run. Touchdown! Two that well. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Panther 11. Go.
Here's Daniels. Runs over it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Throwing now is Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touch. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Commanders 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 45-yard line.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go. Huh, trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready.
Now Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Commanders 7. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception results. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Now he's free at the 35. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 6, 7, 18. 5.
They'll set up a throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Now the coverage with position. Up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Ferguson. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Hands it off out of the gun. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
19, 18. 17.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Off the play fake, Daniels. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. But 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Potter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Come 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 70 Timberwolves.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 1 yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Okay, ready?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
19 Lions.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Potter. He'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go. Potter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves it with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Complete to Amaro on the right side. And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this 1st half.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And my goodness, another interception. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for Rams touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think they're going to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get into a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
2nd and 4. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Going to be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go!
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where the quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
70, 70.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
70. Here we go. Trap 70, Timberwolf. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, Trap 60. Ready?
Back to throw here. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Okay, ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And this one is right down the middle. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Ready! Alert! Alert! Ready!
On 1st down, it's Potter. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Potter. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 131 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Potter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Come on, set! 70 Lions! Ready?
Now a give, right side. Potter. And they'll be inside the 35, now at the 34-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive is eating up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Bronco 80. Check go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harrison. And he is is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Hey, black left, no foot, no foot.
They run the counter. It's Potter. And he'll be taken down at the 34. So the second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now Ka'imi Fairbairn for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
My man. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10.
Trap 60.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Pioneer.
On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
19 Tiger. Warrior 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Go!
They'll run on 1st down. Potter. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
60 boxes.
On 3rd down, it's Harrison. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're going to try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cougar 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lions. Ready, ready.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here's 3rd and 6. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his receiver, Lane. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now. Hawk, trap 60, trap 60. Seven Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I'll do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
I've been dealing, billing, shading skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see